Hello, friends and colleagues. My name is Kavya Balaji, and I am currently a fourth-year pharmacy student at the University of Georgia. I have been part of SNAFA for the past 3 years, and I'm so excited to continue this amazing journey next year. I believe spreading knowledge is one of our most important responsibilities as young advocates of the pharmacy profession. During my P1 year as a member of our chapter's Operation Immunization, I helped spread knowledge of vaccines to my community through various events, which helped me to see the changes we made firsthand. As my career progressed, I became involved in SNAFA through our local executive board. As the fundraising chair during my P2 year, I strengthened my social and organizational skills while I orchestrated a marketing plan for the highest return on investment. This role also taught me plenty about communicating to potential sponsors and companies to gain their support. I was elected vice president of my chapter during my P3 year and selected to be the Pharmacy Student Mentorship Program chair, the PSMP chair of the Bridging the Gap Committee. Both of these positions helped improve my communication skills, teamwork, and problem-solving abilities. As the vice president, I hosted events such as the Clinical Skills Competition. During this particularly challenging year, I was forced to host it virtually. Because of this, we faced many obstacles. But through task designations and decisive decisions, the executive board and I were able to mitigate those obstacles. All of these positions have molded me to become the leader I am today. Through conversations with our president-elect Aaliyah and corresponding secretary, Dr. Taylor McClelland, I've learned that communication is key. And to become an admirable corresponding secretary, I will pull from my previous experiences and continue to build on them through interactions with my fellow executive board members and general body members. As your next corresponding secretary, I plan on increasing the sense of community amongst us by adding on to the amazing work that Taylor has already done. I will increase student engagement by getting the webinar speakers the general body wants to hear from, and we'll know this through the surveys I send out. I'll work with our Bridging the Gap chair and PSMP chair to get more pre-pharmacy P1 and P2 members to join and gain from SNAFA. We'll host episodes in our Pills of Professionalism podcast, which will not only continue to serve as an important professional development resource for our members, but also highlight different chapters and their unique achievements to cheer us on as we continue to serve the underserved. We'll continue to spread knowledge through the professional development series and encourage some of our newer members beginning their pharmacy career to join and benefit from SNAFA. During this pandemic, we have been pushed into a virtual atmosphere that has made it difficult to connect. But I know together we can usher into a new age of tighter and closer bonds. I hope you'd consider voting Kavya for a corresponding secretary for a brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you for that. First question for you. What experience do you have with delegating and managing direct report or groups?
All right, so this past year, I was elected the vice president of our chapter, and my core responsibility was support, but also delegating to our initiative chairs different responsibilities, different events, asking them what to do to, make sure their event goes well. So I would kind of write down all the responsibilities that we're supposed to get done and just talk to them about what I think their strengths are, where they would shine the most, which responsibility they will be able to handle the best, and just delegate it that way. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. My next question is a bit of a long one, so sorry. You and a fellow national officer have been assigned to a major national project. The executive director is expecting a quality draft by a specified date. You notice that your fellow national officer has not been meeting the internal deadlines you both agreed on, and they always have some sort of excuse. What would you do in this situation?
Okay. So I would try to come up with a good time to meet. We are both working on a project that will for sure benefit SNAFA for our members and for the future of SNAFA. So I want to sit with them, talk to them, find out what it is that is hindering their ability to perform, ability to help out in this project that will benefit everyone in SNAFA. So I'll try to find that reason. I'll try to tell them, we work together on this, we will improve SNAFA for everyone, the experience of SNAFA for everyone. So I'll try to talk to them and reason with them, maybe try to find a better, maybe the deadlines weren't the best for them. So I'll try to find other deadlines that we can come up with together. Maybe they need more support. So I will talk to them and see what kind of support I can give them. So I feel like communication is key, and I will sit with them and talk it through. Thank you for your question.
All right, thank you for your response. The next question is, what is the most important responsibility of being corresponding secretary and why?
I believe the most important responsibility of being corresponding secretary is ensuring all of our members are all of our members feel like they're part of a larger organization, a larger community. I will ensure that they feel like this through different programs that we offer, through mentorship programs. I will encourage them to get a mentor through our Bridging the Gap initiative, and let them feel like they're being heard, they're being supported, and that they are being valued. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Kavya. So our last question for you is the following. So the corresponding secretary works closely with our national sponsors with the aid of the National Public Relations Liaison. So what organizations do you think would assist in filling any gaps in our current competitions and awards and make good potential SNAFA sponsors?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, so the corresponding secretary works closely with our national sponsors with the aid of the National Public Relations Liaison. So what organizations do you think would assist in filling any gaps in our current competitions and awards and make good potential SNAFA sponsors?
I believe organizations such as the American Medical Association would be a great sponsor. This will not only instill great interprofessional relationships, because we're working with the physicians and the medical association, but will also highlight the importance of pharmacists for other healthcare professions. And this will help us learn from them as well. So yes, thank you so much for that question.